Hello everyone, today is day 10 of my journey of using AI advices to guide my trading decisions. And yesterday we already went over some of the returns of these AI, like AI portfolios based on Investopedia. And so today, after feeding the screenshots into these dedicated AI models, I have some strategies prepared for the Tuesday pre-market. And notice we're saying that it's a Tuesday pre-market instead of a Monday pre-market preparation is because on Monday we're going to be having this federal holiday and it's the stock markets are not going to be operating. They're not going to be open until Tuesday. So let's analyze the strategy of each AI advice one by one. So first of all, we got Claude, and as for Claude, it basically just talks about how, once again, the semiconductor momentum has continued, and it's basically carried by TSMC's earnings momentum, as previously mentioned. It carried over from Thursday, and also there's after a lot of semiconductor related companies and firms that are growing, including Micron, AMD, Marvel, Broadcom. All of them are currently rising by around 1 to 2%, especially Micron jumped like 5% after board members have bought around 8 million's worth of share. And additionally, there's also a concerning trend though into the Tuesday pre-market. According to Claude, the MLK Day historical pattern since 1998 has saw these stocks struggling during that week, with the S&P averaging around negative 0.49% losses and only 43% positive weeks. And the Friday before the MLK Day, which we basically have already gone through, has usually seen 15 to 20% below normal volume. But it doesn't really matter in terms of Claude since we're still averaging around 6% returns after the first week, which basically means that we're seeing a good sign and it doesn't really matter at all. I mean, for the trend before, I'm not sure about what's going to happen after the MLK Day on Tuesday pre-market. I'm not sure about what the condition is, but so far we're doing fine. And the 3-day market closure essentially creates a gap risk, though, that I have to be paying attention according to Claude. But then in general, according to Claude, I should just hold all of my positions since most of my stocks, the industries I picked, are still intact. And but there's something to note though. I might be taking XAR profit soon since it's already up 7.82%, and Claude has been repeatedly mentioning that the potential of an overbuying situation of these defense stocks. So that's a possibility. And on to Gemini strategy. So for Gemini strategy, we have saw like a very, very huge dip of VST. This is something that actually caused it to drop from a portfolio value of around 3% return to only 0.5% return. However, since Gemini still trusts on VST's long-term value in a 20-year nuclear deal value, saying that's somehow increasing cash flow, so currently most of the stocks that were picked by Gemini were still under the category of, like holding. So no decisions as well. And Gemini basically saying that all of the stocks are poised to grow over the next few weeks, next few years, etc. And as for GPT, we're back to this sort of like a vague advice that we have been seeing in the past. And so once again, we're going to be holding the cash around $400 in capital. We're not going to spend it at all. We're still going to maintain 2 shares of Apple and also keep 48% of our current cash. And according to GPT, the drawdown from Apple is very small and controlled at around 1.4%, so there's no panic selling required. I'm kind of curious why that, like, since there's like sort of like a dip scenario at the Friday market, I'm kind of curious why GPT decided not to buy more shares of either Apple or like other stocks available in the market, but I guess we'll see. And that's the general strategy. I'll update you guys if this has changed tomorrow or on Monday as we progress through. But be sure to subscribe and also like and share if you think a friend needs to know about how to use AI LLMs to trade their stocks.